Hi, this is Ben of WBaN, and today I'm going to be talking about the Red Dead Redemption 2 trilogy that I did for the WBaN YouTube channel. And 3 years ago at this point, right? 3 years coming up on 4. Long time ago. It doesn't feel that long. Yeah. So this was a big thing for me. I wanted to do a video that was kind of like improv, but also was kind of scripted somewhat, um, in like an open world game. And this was the first one to do that I did that with, and it was really fun. So I'm gonna tell you about the storytelling or the plans and stuff. So at this point, you can probably tell I've I've been I was trying to find the extreme people out here because I just really wanted to just go to town, um, just for fun. And I think I don't know, maybe starting out the story like that probably isn't. It's a very weird clash of tones, which I think is kind of the point of the whole thing. Is that I guess it's the same thing with this audio commentary. It's going to be serious and like genuinely how I feel, but also some funny stuff and stuff that's not super serious. And I'm going to be honest, there's probably no way you're going to be able to tell which is which. So, uh, the recording of this was done on my PlayStation 4. Where what I did is I plugged in. I had a USB microphone, like a microphone headset, and I plugged that into the PlayStation 4 because I didn't have a capture card at the time. So what I did was I'm being distracted by my commentary and stuff. But what I did was I plugged in the headset and the controller, and then Oh, I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted. Alright. I plugged the controller in, plugged the headset in, and then recorded 1 hour on the PlayStation 4's like video recording thing. So and that's how this was. And as you could probably tell there, the freeze frame I tried to do didn't work because I didn't realize Premiere had a freeze frame. Um, So basically, all of this stuff is just me doing funny stuff and putting it in to because it's funny. This is my favorite thing because I went really fast, and, and then it goes to him and he does it super slowly. But and this is another botched freeze frame thing, which is super bad. If I could remaster it, it'd be to fix that and the audio quality, but that wouldn't be the same. But
Arthur does not care.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that's epilepsy. Wow. So at this point, my thought process was that I came across this and I was like, this is probably what the series is going to be. It's going to be me trying to find this treasure or find multiple treasures, because I assumed that this would probably lead to a treasure, and then that would have a map that leads to another treasure. Um, but if you've seen this video before, I mean, you might think differently, but I thought it was very boring trying to find the treasure. So and as you'll see, or as we will see, actually, no, as us, you, me, one of us, some of us will see. The story ended up going in a different direction, which is funny because it's kind of how normal like heroes' journeys are. There's the thing where the hero thinks they want something, but then they realize that what they really wanted was something else, and like destiny has other plans for them.
What the heck's wrong with you?
Thrilling? Yeah, it is.
Man, that man is gonna die. You ingest that much cigarettes? Wait.
Like,
Tyrone.
for whatever reason,
Oh, jeez.
in this first thing, I'm just
Oh, jeez.
addicted to
Ow.
getting on a
Tyrone,
train
we
while
gotta
it's
get on that
running
train.
away,
We gotta get on that
especially
train.
with Tyrone,
I
which
gotta get on it.
is the name of the horse.
I'm not gonna jump on your... Got it. I'm not standing around. I'm jumping on your train. I'm jumping on your train.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I like in this when you see Tyrone right outside and he's kind of just running.
Hello, fellow train takers.
As along with the fact that this guy just showed up.
No, stop. What are you doing? Stop grabbing. What are you doing? Alright, now you might be wondering, how did I obtain a $300 bounty? Well, it's not my fault. Alright, you see, I was walking through this town one day, and saw someone escaping from the law, and of course, as a law-abiding citizen
So
myself,
this section was actually,
so I went
it was something I recorded and set to the music just for fun. And then I thought it'd be funny if there's just like a whole flashback to me committing just atrocities in the city. Especially, you know, the tonal shift, as well as, I guess, explaining why there's going to be bounty hunters in the later parts. And also it was just funny and fun to edit when I was doing so, especially this last part with the ooh. The amount of force behind that throw. And then we just go right back into the kind of boring slow parts, which I think makes this more enjoyable. You have some high energy, highly edited parts, and then you go back to the kind of boring parts. So even though the treasure hunt, in my opinion, is not super exciting, the editing makes it a little bit interesting. And like the music being slower when we're moving slow. I put a lot of, probably too much effort into the audio and music choices.
Go down a bit to the side.
Because I really like music.
Before I hit... Oh, that isn't... It's down here. Oh, it's down here.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Ow. That's what it means. Down here. Next
Yeah, like the music cutting out and coming back in whenever I get knocked down on it. That time I don't want to. Like that too.
Kidding me? Oh my god.
And yeah.
Alright, there we go. Alright.
To be honest, like, I don't know. I mean, like, it's a good quest going along the ledges and finding stuff. It's pretty cool. I thought I was gonna find treasure, but I just get another page too, which is kind of like, honestly, at this point, I was disappointed. Because it's like, alright, I thought there was going to be a treasure, maybe another thing to another treasure, but at least it'd be something. So at this point, I'm thinking, alright, we'll go to the next one. But after I'll finish recording this episode, and then, or I'll spend some time trying to find something else that could be neat. But then also, this whole recording is the 1 hour thing. Right, it's one session. Plus like some stuff before and after that I recorded for intros and flashbacks and montages.
Why would you name a ranch Hanging Dog? Blackbone Forest, that has to be it.
But I don't know, even though the treasure hunt thing doesn't continue throughout it, I still really enjoyed. I think I did a good job making it enjoyable.
That doesn't look phallic at all. Alright, we're heading to the Blackbones Forest, literally in the middle of where I have a $300 bounty. So, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, I also have a lot of stuff I need to sell. Alright, hold on. Alright, we'll go to Blackbone Forest, but first, let's stop by Strawberry so we can go and sell stuff.
So one of the things I think the open world game is good for with this kind of story thing is And the music swells here, of course, for when it's looking good.
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. Look how it
That happens a lot in this, and I like it.
so great.
But one thing that I really like to do and want to do is
Certainly didn't kill almost all the town's population last time I was
want to have a plan. I think what makes this good and why it's been really hard for me to do something else like this is
I can drift.
that an open world game, a good open world game, gives you opportunities for stuff that happens that you don't expect to happen.
Wait, oh, cigarette card.
And because different stuff happens, then
Codes are for losers.
what's it called? Because different things are happening, then it adds for some improvisation on my end, and then it also makes it so I can do something that maybe I wasn't planning on doing, and I can react to it and be more genuine in my performance, which sounds weird to say, but and of course there's the outfit that I wear throughout the rest of the game or the trilogy, which it's the show that the story's starting, and thus there's a change in outfit.
I'm ready to sell some stuff.
So coming up here is the part where there's like a gunshot.
I've got nothing to sell you.
Lore, which is technically part of the game story, but and of course the ominous sentence of him talking about the day in the past, which at this point the player or the viewer doesn't know about, matched with the gunshot from a random event, naturally steers the story away from what was the thing that happened at Strawberry that they're trying to recover from, into a kind of funny thing about like this guy got shot. He shot himself. How? What? So.
All right, Tyrone. Let's go to these
So. Yeah. And that's something where the open world presents that, where that random event happened to line up at a time where something crazy was happening. This this song you're gonna hear a lot. I loved using this because it felt so cowboy and western. I'm pretty sure every single video has a copyright claim from it, but it's good, and I felt like it fit very well, especially in combat or conflict. The fact that I literally run over the guy, which probably didn't help his already hurt state.
Well, he's not gonna need whatever he has. Oh no, and his horse died.
I think this also does a good job at showing the characters' thought process, in the sense of like help people, but there's only so much you can help someone. If they're dead, they don't need their stuff. Might as well use it to help yourself. This was cool too, because there's the glances of the cougar, jaguar, whatever that attacks you, and so I did some zooming in on it to see where it is, or to try to figure out what it is. So it's right there, and then Tyrone running into it, and then me hopping off without having a gun.
Stop. I'm gonna stick with you, cause
It's funny.
I went that way. I got jumped. You get attacked by jaguars. Oops. That sounds like an oof for you. I heard it.
And then there's the second chance I get from spawning,
Coyotes.
not knowing where it's from. But then it never showed up, which was kind of scary. But I think now this is the part that's, I think, the most important thing of all three of these. This is what established that this is what's going to be the story. Even though at the time there's no way I would have known it. I thought this was going to be something like the Jaguar, some small random thing that would happen.
I'm causing so much noise, but.
And especially the scene, the bear, with how big it is, and then he shoots, and it just charges.
What have you done?
But it's dead.
God, he did it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You can tell at that point the like pure fear in the player, the main character's voice. I guess Ben. Oh, main character doesn't have a name.
Hold on to that for
I guess, but I guess canonically his name would be Ben.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead stuff here, but I don't think there's enough dead things. This is just dead.
But it's funny because that's
This place just doesn't
the
look
first
dead.
part of the
Dead
3-part
trees, yeah.
trilogy of
From that,
Bear
it looks
Attack.
like there's
So it's really, I don't know, it's funny to
That
think
looks
that
more
when
like
I was doing that, I thought it was just going to be a small side event that I'd put in between trying to find the treasure stuff. So,
I feel like one of those places has to be it. This place is good. It has the dead trees, but the vegetation and stuff isn't dead enough. From what it looks like, there are no
So-
geysers, there's no rocks, and there's not that quarry. Hopefully, nothing bad happens on the way there. Because that would be bad if something bad happened on the way there.
of course, something's bad's going to happen on the way there. I think we all both know that. We all know that. But, I liked having some small moments of reflection. I don't think there's enough in the trilogy. There's kind of this one at the end of the first episode and the one at the very end that I can remember. There might be more.
Beautiful.
But
There's a house right there.
and here we come to the second bear attack, which I find really funny that the two happen like in the same sense, same point. And I think what's funny is that there's the early warning signs, such as the horse being afraid of here, them like sprinting away, which is definitely not good. You thinking I think at this point I thought there is gonna be a burglar or something in here, but my reaction here is 100% genuine.
Oh my god!
Like, like genuinely terrified of what's happening and how to get out, what to do, and then just seems to die. But at this point I'm just trying to recover from shock, and then we have the end, the Cowboy Bebop styled ending, and a
Okay, got it.
teaser for the next episode,
Oh jeez.
with the music that's used a lot at this point. Yeah, so that's episode 1. Guess we're gonna move on to episode 2 and continue the commentary. Hello, it's me, Ben, again. Oh, it's the new WBaN intro, because the last one was just in black and white, I think. I really like the intro to the second episode. I love this music box thing. And the blood splatter on it. This kind of ominous thing. Walking with the horse, the shot, and the blood. Yeah, I guess this is the strawberry incident, the thing that's flashing back. That's what this is supposed to be, essentially. And then we go into literally the best intro that I've done for this, the Cowboy Bebop one. Oh, I mean, like, I love Cowboy Bebop, and it has cowboy in the name, and this is about cowboy, so obviously I have to do it. All this footage never shows up in the trilogy, but that's just because I was just recording stuff, to like, I don't even remember. I think I was gonna make like a trailer or teaser thing of it, but then I just didn't end up doing that. Or I just had recordings of stuff, but I didn't have any audio. I didn't have any microphone audio to it, so I was just like, well, I want to use as much as I can, so I just kind of threw it in as just miscellaneous adventures. I think I mentioned that in literally the last episode's one. But, I like it. It's really cool. It's got some of the goofy stuff, and stuff. And then this making it so instead of like the silhouettes of the people, it's the horses and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was clever. I did it. But yeah, Cowboy Bebop's good. Not the Netflix one, the original one. One thing you'll notice with all the things that I do, all the I guess like series or quote unquote movies or whatever, all the stuff that I do for WBaN, where take it somewhat seriously. Except the only thing I can think of that's not like that is the VR chat video. But all of those I want the beginning to be good. So it has to have a good intro or like a hook or something. Because I don't know. I like there being kind of a story thing to it and it feeling like an event and not just like a YouTube video. Same with this whole scene. With it, the episode's literally starting with like a chase scene. So music slows down as the action kind of slows down a little bit. And you get the radio effect in the music during the slow-mo part. I love that. I think that's really cool because it's no longer just I slapped music on top of it. It's I slapped the music on top of it. It feels like the music's is part of the game or the story too. So I think this is the episode where Tyrone dies. It's the bridge from the train crossing at the beginning. Yeah, this goes. Lining up the shots with the music.
Good boy, Tyrone. I mean, I completely understand why you ran away from that cabin. Oh, jeez! Run! I fully do. Uh-oh.
More development of Tyrone in this, which I guess makes it kind of sad when he's gonna die. Or replaced with Armando.
Stop! I'm trying to pay myself off.
I don't know why that was there. I'm not trying to pay myself off. The character Ben's not trying to pay himself off. He's just committing murder.
Oh, no. The pelt. We need that pelt. We need to fight 2 bears to go home without a bear pelt. Come on. This is why I need to pay off the bounty so I don't get shot walking down the road.
I think I'm thinking that now is when you could probably see that the tone has changed because now there was the 2 bear attacks, so now I got the bear pelt from I think the first one.
Maybe it's a curse.
Oh, the bear pelt curse. I forgot about that. I guess yeah, that's kind of part of me trying to go. Okay, well I came across 2 bears. That has to mean something. I can't just act like the 2 bears showing up in the same episode was nothing. So the bear pelt is kind of now an integral thing. Oh, and there's this guy.
Excuse me, sir. I don't think you fully understand what you're making.
I've noticed now that like there's a lot of songs where I'll like come across it and be like, this sounds good for something, and then I just want to use it, even though if I'm being honest, the situation didn't warrant that kind of an electronic-y upbeat song for beating up a guy. But yeah, hindsight 2020.
Sup, my dude? Look what I got. Oh, it's closed. There's something that popped up saying, wait till morning. Alright, I'll just wait over here, bud. Don't mind me. Alright, it's morning.
Yeah, I do like how looking back on it now, and I guess it's subconsciously while editing, there was the intention of having high action stuff, and then it kind of slows down a little bit before it goes back to like a heavily edited actiony thing, which I guess helps prevent it from making it dull. I do know I can't remember now, but I know that a lot of these events are somewhat out of order, especially like these small sections between things. Um,
Scumbag.
so like stuff between getting here or getting to two locations where big stuff happens, I'll swap the order of stuff around or have something that happens later happen earlier. Just so, like, if a lot of actiony stuff happened here, then I can put one of them in a less actiony travel part. Um,
We got a 9 and a 6. I'm gonna
there's
call
I got a 9 and a 6, and now I'm realizing that it
Alright,
didn't.
so for those of you that
I,
don't know, I'm
I
gonna
did
go
not
through
think
what
about the
this guy's
fact
gonna
that that
drop
could
out
easily
the
be
top of
69.
the 3 cards.
There could be a bit there.
There's a group of cards. There's different like hand rankings that you want to get. You want to have cards that.
Why am I explaining
So,
poker?
without going into
You
too
can.
much detail, one of them is like you have a 6, 7, and 8. Like you have a line, a straight. So as you can see, there's a 7 up there, but I got a 6 and a 9 here. So if I get an 8.
I don't know. I guess my thought process in explaining it was
Yes.
that.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Oh, I guess there's that funny thing for me taking so long, but I don't know. I didn't really know how poker worked. I had to like look it up. Like, my so
Play it safe, you know.
I had an actual printed out image, like piece of paper that showed all like the order of which sets of hands were good. So
I might not even
yeah.
have good cards, but if they make
So yeah. So I guess that's right. Because I didn't know what I was doing, I assumed that probably the audience wanted. Maybe they would, but if they didn't, then I guess they'd know. Or they'd have learned.
Oh, 4, 5, and 9. Ooh, look, I got a 10 and a 3, so that's 3, 4, 5 in a row. We're doing good. I'm gonna keep going.
That's,
Bam.
I don't know if you should. I shouldn't have kept going.
Ooh, there's 2 5s, 2 5s.
A 9 and a 10. 9 and a 10's good.
I'm just gonna go.
No. Come on, Ben. Yeah, I should have played poker. I was playing poker with some of the WBaN members recently, and I did not good. Ryan did very good. Suspiciously good. Ryan should not go to a casino.
Alright, I'm gonna leave until I get a profit. A 2 and a 9. And we don't even know what the other cards are yet. If I call it up, he's gonna have to fold because he literally can't go in. That's still not good. I'll just check. Now I got a crazy idea.
Yeah, this whole poker thing is kind of a waste of time. Nothing. I thought, oh, maybe it'll be fun. Maybe I don't know, I can lose so bad that I'll just shoot them and then cut to that, and it'll be like, oh, I got mad at them, and it'll be funny. But it never really ended up like that.
One more. I got this. One more. Uno mas.
There wasn't a lot that came out of playing poker. I think it kind of fits the same thing as like the knife game at the camp from the first episode. It's something that's kind of neat, but just in a small amount. I think the music though kind of helps make it feel a little bit more dramatic with it being Cuphead music and fitting the kind of idea, the time period, and the tone. And then I lose.
Sir, what do you... God dang it. Let's see if I can get my haircut, because I do kind of need a haircut. Ooh, we're looking mighty fine today, sir.
What are you talking about? That hair...
Good looking I am.
Alright, okay, never mind. It looked too short.
Hi, Tyrone. Bet you didn't notice me. Oh my goodness, you are dirty. I need to brush you, but I don't have a brush. Probably get one of those at a general store. Hold on, I'm gonna head to a general store real quick. Oh, yep.
Ooh, showdown. Oh, the showdown. I think me doing
Let's do this, scumbag.
oh, this is a good part. I think this is a song from Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Alright, let's throw in some.
Or maybe it's from something else, but it's pretty good. It was fun to edit and to line up the music with. This shot.
That's how we do it.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
That's
Yeah, I remember, I remember it when I was editing it. I was like, "What is it? What do you mean? That's how we do it. That's how we do it." The second time I said it just sounded weird, but you know, I guess
Take
that's
your chance.
in hindsight. Don't say.
Ah,
Make sure that whatever you
excuse
say
me.
after doing something really cool is not
Oh, excuse
super
me. I'm here
cringy.
to sell. I'm here to sell not everything. Oh man, hold on. Am I wearing my headphones backwards?
Yeah, the headphones are really weird. There's
I'm
no
sorry, what?
marking of like
Oh, I'm
which
sorry.
side was left or right, and the microphone could go forward or like backwards, so it could be
I'm
on either
sorry. I
side.
was making sure my
But
headphones were on correctly, sir.
I didn't know which side the sound on the left would be because if I think I had it the wrong way around at some point earlier with the footage that I cut out, but it was like I'd hear someone on the right and then someone would come by on the left and it was super disorienting. Hmm.
Um, but we are here for one specific reason, two specific reasons, to
Wait.
find that treasure. Now, it could either be up here near Firewood Rise, or
Yeah.
it could
See,
be
what I
in the
think.
oil
I
field.
mean, looking back on
I
this,
think if
the
there's a
everything
freight
up
train, I'll
until
take
this
the
point in
treasure.
this
As
episode,
long as
I
I
think
can
was really
get
good because it's just
so
me
far there.
kind of
So
coming across
transport will
stuff
head over
and
to
messing
Firewood
around
Rise.
with stuff that the game
And
provided as like open
to
world
the
stuff, and
train,
it's not
make
the
sure.
treasure,
Actually, I think we have enough money to pay off at least
um, which is something that ends
our
up being by
bounties.
the end. And I think by at least by the end of this episode, it becomes
Sir,
the focus shifts
excuse me.
from
I would
the
like to pay off my
doing the
bounty.
treasure to the third
I
bear,
cannot pay off my
and
bounty. Tyrone,
I like this edit. It's good.
Tyrone, you shouldn't be in there. That's for stuff that's for sale. You're not for sale. He's not for sale. Please don't think I'm talking to him.
Like this whole interaction wouldn't have happened if I was
Head out.
just focused on finding the treasure. I think,
Turn right
and I think
or
that's part of
straight
those are my favorite parts. My favorite parts are when I do my own thing based on the events happening in the world and not trying
Oh,
to
jeez. All right, one thing at
do
a time.
something in the world necessarily or making the focus that. And again, with the sound effects and the like radio effect and slight volume decreasing
Excuse me. Hold on. Hold
during
on.
the
Hold on.
slow mo parts, it's so good.
You're dead.
It makes the music seem that much more
Punch me in
built
that
in,
big mouth.
which is good. I think, and I'm pretty sure
Okay. Ooh, is
you
that
guys could
sushi?
agree,
That's
or
looking
people
promising.
watching.
Now, what is down here? I'm gonna check it out, Tyrone. You stay up here. Yeah. Yeah.
I remember I definitely wanted to fall down that ledge when I did it. Also, this barn, I don't know what it's about. It seems like a mystery spooky thing. So it won't let you in and there's a lady making weird noises, and I think if you go there at night there's also some weird stuff happening. But I don't know. I don't know how
I'm
you
gonna have to knock
get
these
that.
open.
Yeah.
Open up.
Like I still don't know what's going on in this
Please don't be
place.
a bear. Cigarette card?
Like I still
Cigarette
don't know
card.
what's happening. What happens in that? Sounds like the kind of man that's gonna shoot you. Nice and silent.
Take the shot first, alright?
I think, yeah, jump cuts to stuff happening
That sounds
or stuff no longer
what's
happening is
this
always
place?
funny.
Before I had
Here's
Tyrone
another
jumping allegedly on horses
flashback
we
thing.
landed near the side of the train tracks. No one would come to help us, and so I went to try to find a means of healing it on my own. And they would not.
Like, yeah, I love that. I think the footage that I got that didn't have a microphone did work very well for flashbacks
Alright,
to
listen,
help
Tyrone.
escalate a scenario. And now the audience knows this place is dangerous. Not just because I'm saying it, but because they have seen firsthand the dangers that Ben went through previously. Yeah, I think this is my favorite of the 3 episodes. Because other than that one line about, all right, we're trying to find the treasure, none of this has been about the treasure. It's just been me coming across stuff, or Ben coming across stuff, and doing, interacting with it.
There's a broken wagon thing here.
So
What happened here?
it's been fun. I remember editing this wagon part and wondering if I should even put it in, because not much goes on, if I remember correctly. So it's like it's even worth putting it in if nothing. If I didn't say anything funny or nothing funny happened. But yeah, I don't know. It takes little enough. Now I remember now. I put it in because it made sense as to this part, because when the bounty hunters show up, they're showing up when Ben's in the field, and there was kind of nothing happening before then to establish that he was in the field, so him investigating the carriage helps establish the new location of here. So when the bounty hunters come and he starts running away from them at the end of the 2nd episode, then it makes sense. And then, yeah, the end card for the final episode.
What? Ow, what the heck?
This is the best. The best thing. Alright, there's a visual error.
Oh, no.
Yeah. There's several video errors, which I should have caught. But I think my favorite thing about that is when it cuts out, music cuts out and it mentions the bear. And then, I don't know, I mean, like, at that point, you have to watch the next episode. So let's do that. Hello, it's me, Ben, again, for the final time. The final episode of the Red Dead Redemption 2 trilogy. This one doesn't have an intro, and I can't remember if I just didn't make one, or if it just couldn't, if I didn't make one because I just didn't think it needed one, or if I couldn't think of one. But I think it was probably because I either couldn't think of one, or I just really wanted to be done editing all of this. Because this was all one recording session for the most part. I think maybe like 2 or 3. So that's 3 hours of footage and audio to like go through and mess with.
Hello? Relax, because I am back. Dude, you won't believe how many people want to kill me. I'm doing good. I'm gonna...
Oh, there's the part where Dutch talks to...
Sell it, apparently.
Talks, and
look
there's
at all the stuff I've put in, huh? Look at all
I like the edit for that part.
And they're just like, here's a blue jay feather. Wow, thanks. Uh-oh, what's going on over here? John, do you want to talk about your feelings? John, you can't run from me. You can't run from your feelings.
Yeah, get him.
What? What the heck? Now I have to take a bath. Fine, I'll take a bath.
Yeah, like, I like the small stuff like this that I can't script and just react to is always good. Yeah. I think my favorite thing about that edit is some of them have been kills that the viewer has not seen. Ben's killed people outside of what they've seen of his journey trying to find the treasure. And then also there's the point when he fell off a train, which apparently was considered shooting people. montage. Of course, the iconic part. At this point, like I knew 100% this is the story that this is this trilogy's story.
No, 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 no.
I don't want to go to the bear, but
Oh.
I have to. That's what this trilogy is leading up to. There's been two other bear attacks. There's the curse of the bear pelt. I have to encounter the bear that cleans it up. And so we have a montage of the journey there using Xenoblade 2 music. Because I wanted to hype up this because I knew whatever this is, we're gonna be ending up fighting and killing or being killed by the bear, so that works naturally as a final thing. And also in doing so, I realized that I kind of skipped the whole horse tutorial. Like I think this is something I was supposed to be doing like at the beginning, but I didn't.
I have to buy a new horse, so I gotta buy this
So
organ.
I guess that's part of the mission is getting a new horse, which is where Armando comes from.
Excuse me. There we go.
I don't even think I put anything in.
Right there.
Yeah.
I can see it.
So
now.
why did I name the horse Armando? Well, Armando had not been in a lot of videos at that point, and I felt like he should be in some. So I asked him if I could name the horse Armando in the Red Dead Redemption video. This is where I get the brush.
I can make something out of Armando.
So I asked
Sound weird when I say it out loud.
I asked him if I could use his name for the horse, and he didn't say yes. But he also didn't say no.
Excuse me, sir. You can't just tell me to mount Armando. Okay, maybe naming him Armando is a very bad idea.
Yeah, now we have Armando, the horse. Also, Xenoblade music slaps. And I haven't even like played all of it, but I know it slaps and it does. And I'm sure you can see how the music and the editing of the video like works. Music slows down. You have a slower thing of them figuring out which direction they need to go. Cuts to a bigger, wide expanse shot for when it's building up. You know, it's music's important for setting the tone of stuff, and this kind of boring journey is made that much more epic and dramatic and feels like the final march towards the finale with the music. So
Don't worry, I'm all over this.
yeah, as you can see,
Look when I caught it.
Ben clearly it does not just kill people because, you know, he's being shot at. Pretty sure he just has internal violent tendencies.
I'm already eating.
Especially into those things that he can easily best, like a rabbit.
I was already eating it. I wasn't gonna ask you.
You know.
I'm just gonna cook so much. I'm gonna cook so much food. Horsey, whatever your name is. I'm gonna cook so much food. There's gonna be so much fresh cooked meat in my satchel. Oh boy, I'll be able to feed like a small family. Oh my gosh, it just keeps coming. It don't stop coming. I'm gonna have so much cooked food. You're gonna have no idea. I'm never gonna need to eat anything ever again.
I think small bits like it's funny because I really remember the small bits, like that food thing, cooking so much. I can remember that a lot.
Boy, do I!
So
holy mackerel, Arthur's more awake in like a minute than I am in like 10 minutes. All right, I'm packing up.
yeah.
Taking the fire. We don't want to start a forest fire now, do we? And it's gone. All right, Armando, let's go. All right, bud. Look, I know you have your whole plan on killing a bear, but here's what I'm telling you. As a man who's killed 2 bears in the last week, all yeah, investigation time. We got
Don't even finish the sentence.
some big bear paws.
Ben very much likes investigating, prioritizing that above I guess like the dangers of a bear that's nearly killed him twice, or at least once at this point.
It's a fish. Bears eat fish. It's bear poop. It's a trap. No.
100%. There's no way anyone playing this mission
Splitting up is the worst
thinks
possible
that
idea I
splitting
could
up
possibly think of.
is a good idea.
Okay, look, we're gonna put the bait down. If we split up, one of us is gonna get freaking dead, okay? Alright, Armando, get over here, because I don't want to fight this thing with a pistol. Just in.
Yeah, I feel like I probably should have
Thank you.
gotten Armando earlier. There's no real way I could have known about that beforehand. But yeah, swapping from Tyrone to Armando kind of makes it a little. Tyrone seem less significant. Or I guess Armando in that regard too.
Pull up my.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I am not. Listen, bud. Listen. I know in the story
Literally.
No.
Yeah.
No. Jose. He's gonna pop out and he's gonna go
It's
on
so.
bait, but then you're gonna be there.
It's so.
Jose, you're
It's
dead.
so weird
Jose, you're
watching
dead.
this because I know,
Jose.
like, I
Jose, I don't
remember
like this.
genuinely
Jose, just stop.
feeling like frightened. Here's another flashback from something from before.
You don't want me chasing you. This is what I'd call a robbery gone wrong, Kyle.
Oh my gosh, do I just have to go up?
I don't know what the
Jose,
symbolic
you yourself to get killed.
meaning of that is.
Should
Maybe
you, like,
that's.
respect the bait too?
No, wait, no,
Don't worry
now
about
that
it.
I'm thinking about it,
Thanks,
the
Jose.
meaning behind
We're
that
freaking
is
dead.
that we are the coyote.
Jose. Oh my
We are
God.
going to be executed, and we have.
Oh my
We're not going to be able to do anything.
Oh my God.
Shoot a bunch, and it runs away.
I told you.
And I think,
We were gonna be dead.
and then this is the, I think, the defining moment in Ben's story is the pursuing the bear after this point. It's also funny how it comes back around to a map from the beginning, even though
What?
at this point I'm so far away from it that treasure wouldn't have, like,
I need to go kill that.
mean anything. Yeah.
No,
Gonna finish what he started.
I've gotta stay. I've fought off 2 bears already, survived a 3rd bear attack. I'm not gonna let a bear take me on. Let's go, Armando. We got a bear to fight.
Yeah. I'm. Honestly, this kind of ends up being a little anticlimactic in some way. Although, I guess it depends, but it's like. This is the whole thing, right? Being surprised by them, jumped by them, and now, you know, this is happening. And I think my favorite part about this is that, you know, it's a failure, right? He failed at getting it, but now he's alive. Somehow,
Okay.
Ben
I'm
survived.
great.
Ben
Oh my
lived.
God.
Just
I've-
barely.
I've been completely destroyed.
But going to fight the bear is kind of the definitive. Yeah, the change from the 2 bears he came across before, where he was
Almost dead.
stumbled upon them, terrified and scared, and now in this third opportunity where he's like very blatantly given the choice that the option that he can just leave. He chooses not to.
It's funny.
So, and I guess this is the emotional wrap up thing that I'm just talking about now. But
half of it did, but I think this is more of a story of endurance.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. Looking back at it, probably not endurance, but more of just
3 different bears.
taking charge, not letting the bears push you around all the time, which sounds really dumb, but it's something.
Even after knowing there was a massive thing, even after it attacked us.
Although this interpretation of it, the interpretation Ben has is still a valid one.
I stayed. I didn't leave.
Even though there's this big danger, you still go to pursue it, despite the risk.
There's something about sticking with something.
Yeah, because I remember at this point I was trying to figure out, how do I wrap this up? What is the end of this? What does the end of this trilogy look like?
Just out of nowhere, probably, but
And it's like kind of a funny, kind of serious depth thing.
in the end, though, I think it's safe to say that.
And
Armando and I are
trying to figure out a way for it to end, and I guess I don't know, the only thing that popped into my head was just falling off a cliff and dying. And then there's this thing, which I think is the ultimate summary of Ben's journey. We start at the beginning, we see the call to action that brought him on his big journey, which does change him forever, as he said, so not in the way he expected. And then we go through a highlight reel of all the best moments. I love that. And some stuff that didn't really show up, but yeah, the first bear attack, the second bear attack, the third bear attack, get the knife showdown, the slap, the cougar, and it's a good end. Ben falling off the horse and dying on impact, kind of funny, but it just didn't feel right, so I edited the little ending thing. But yeah, that was the Red Dead Redemption 2 trilogy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary. It was fun to commentate. Hopefully I get to make something like that in the future. But yeah. Adios.